Hey guys, it's Ray here. Rob Lewis has brought all his goalkeepers up to our warehouse. We've actually destroyed the goalkeeping glove collection. We're just going to have a bit of fun now, a bit of quick answers. So we're going to go through all Rob's goalkeepers. You play for multiple clubs, and then we're going to finish off with the man himself, Rob's. So what's the name? Who's the club you play for?
I'm Baker. I was currently at Basel United, previously at Romford.
Fantastic. How many games did you play? Yeah, and how many clean sheets?
And what's that? 12 games.
Cool.
Clean sheets, probably 5, 6.
That not good. What's that ratio then? 1 to 2. No bad, no, fantastic. Got a good great ratio there. So who's your favourite professional goalkeeper? Edison, and why?
Good to his feet, which I enjoy playing with.
Cool.
As a goalkeeper, it's good to think out.
Fantastic, brilliant. Who's your favourite goalkeeping gloves?
It's got to be Jacob.
No way, it's fantastic. Bit of pressure there, mate. So if you could, any young goalkeepers, all goalkeepers, what 3 tips could you give a goalkeeper? What do you think a goalkeeper needs to be the, not necessarily play professional, but just be the best goalkeeper that they can be?
Probably confident. Confidence around your confidence. Enjoy what you're doing.
Definitely confidence.
And it's vocal.
So confidence, enjoy what you do, and vocal, fantastic. And lastly, what's your dream?
Well, obviously, it was to play at the top level.
Okay.
But I just want to help younger keepers now
Fantastic.
to get to where they want to be.
Great, fantastic. Have you got any questions for myself? Just one question?
Yeah.
They put the family out. Just because I love the place, the city itself, the people, they're definitely playing for you. And people think, well, not Everton. For me, it was just experience being able to play for you. Okay, click, right? You've had guys, don't be shy. You next, go on. You can read all around. So, what's your name and the club you play for, please?
I'm Bradley Monks. I'm whether I preach.
Fantastic, brilliant. And how many games you played this season?
Plays 1 game and 1 5.
What did the things look good? Next question, how many clean sheets? But always is.
You know,
Does it matter? Okay, so it's good that you've obviously played. Your favourite goalkeeper?
I'm say Adrian for Royal Betis.
Okay, wow. Okay, yeah. And why would you say that?
A couple of years ago, I was a mascot in the West Ham.
Oh, people, those are. Was it good to you?
Yeah.
You only find goalkeepers are decent people. And your favourite gloves? You don't have to say J4K.
You could say Jeff.
You don't have to say. You don't have to say J4K, by the way, guys. I won't get that much offended. What is it? And if you were to give, obviously, any tips to younger all goalkeepers for them to be the best goalkeeper that they can be, what 3 tips? More success traits do you think the goalkeeper needs to master?
Enjoy it. Don't beat yourself up. It can't be. Really? Just enjoy it.
That's the main thing. The amount of goalkeepers that put themselves under too much pressure, just enjoy it. If you can, just enjoy it. Because your goalkeeper will be so much better if you enjoy it, because you'll take the pressure off yourselves. And what would be your dream moving forward?
Just keep playing. Don't stop from injuries. That's my name.
Fantastic.
What's your favourite glove that you've made?
Probably I'd probably say the shock shield. Obviously, the reasons I've said before. So for the guys, obviously, you're watching this. I put my hand, played for Torquay United many years ago. You can still see it. It's all deformed. I actually remember walking off, and I remember thinking it'd be good if there was a goalkeeping glove that could protect the back of the goalkeeper's hands. Fast forward, many years later, I was able to develop the shock shield. I think, that helps prevent a lot of injuries to goalkeepers. So that's something, out of all the gloves, that's probably what I'm most proud of. Yeah, thanks, Brad. They're fun, guys. They'll be surprised. Okay,
So my name's Miles, and I currently play for Chalfont at St Peters.
fantastic. And how many games did you play last year, and how many clean sheets?
So I believe I played about 20 games for them. About 3 clean sheets.
Fantastic, brilliant. And who would you say your favourite goalkeeper is?
Obviously, Nicholas CS.
Okay, right, yo.
And then that's the guy who I've mainly analysed.
Okay, cool. And why does it analyse them so much? Why was your favourite goalkeeper?
Well, for me personally, so it was more of watching his game and seeing how he plays and how he done so well to get to where he is.
Yeah.
Trying to implant.
So that was one of the most fun asked questions that I got asked all the time. It's like, if a goalkeeper, like the goalkeeper's small, how can they have a chance? And thankfully, we're in a day and age now where, when I played, to be honest with you, you just had to be 6'4", come for crosses and boot the ball. Now, obviously, goalkeepers are basically just centre back with hands. So height, basically, if you're good enough in between the sticks now, you get a chance, which I think is fantastic. But there's a lot of things that you can do, and you don't look at that. Yeah, the key is those contracts today. But like you say, if you, as a small goalkeeper, I'm sure you've done this. If you just work hard at an example, if you can jump 2 foot higher than a goalkeeper who's 2 inches bigger than you, you're going to be able to comfort bigger crosses than them. So, no, it's good that you've narrowed down a goalkeeper who sort of similar stature to yourself, and I think that's anyone listening, that's very, very wise to do. Very wise to do. And what's your dream? Also, if you can give 3 tips, anyone listening,
Work hard, have fun, and be brave.
be brave. It's very interesting. All everyone has said, have fun, which I think again is super, super, super important. And what would your dream be?
Just play, keep playing till.
I think that's it. And like, as long as you enjoy it's the main thing. Have you had any questions for myself? Just like,
What was the hardest game?
when we used to play for Billith Argyle, played against Stockport County twice, like a few times actually, and they had a centre forward of this name will come to me in a moment, who was 6'7" or 6'8". But he wasn't just tall; he was built like a cheat on Kevin Francis, but also as well an unbelievable player as well. So sometimes when you get really tall players, they're sort of all over the place. He was solid, and he was an amazing player. And he was always very difficult to play in front, but sorry, to play against, especially I think he was a size 13. And I did actually have a size 13 boot in the face in one game. It was purely by accident. But no, he was a very good player, but very difficult to play against.
I didn't know so well.
But yeah, thanks very much. Please say to those next guys, don't be shy. Oh, no, he's not on the ball's not coming in.
Wait,
Toby's not. Doing well, I'm not. Camera sound.
I don't like the plug camera sound.
No, fair enough. Well, go on the man himself.
Be in front of the camera.
right.
That's nice to see you. Fantastic. So, Rob, I've known him about 18 months now. He invited me, obviously, we got to know each other through the goalkeeping course, and then he invited me to a game at Wembley.
It was Romford versus Great Waker in FA Bars.
And what was the final score? Was it 1-0?
No, 3-0.
I thought right, you were 3-0.
Yeah, it's probably from a coast point of view. I just felt I wanted to invite you
Yes.
because you've done so much for me sponsoring 2 keepers for nothing, and you didn't ask anything. Which is odd because some other sponsors say, okay, well, you need to do this, this, and this. Oh, we want this. But you said, yeah, I'll send you the glass for free.
Yeah.
And then my manager at the time had some spare tickets. Why would you not invite me?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, Wayne's here, so.
I obviously met Wayne at Wembley. It's actually, we put a lot of good pictures of yourself on our social media. We really in Wembley, but no, if you'd like to give any, first of all, I appreciate the invite and obviously what we've said. It was a great day out.
I mean, for me to come actually here and no one's actually allowed in here is quite. I feel like quite privileged because I've always kept in touch with you and anything that I've asked you've done for me, and it's a case of like to bring some people here and to look around this warehouse. Actually, fantastic. None of you guys I've never done it before. I've never been into a goalkeeping warehouse before. We've got shops, yeah, but there's no shops anyway.
And all this very sushi.
And actually, I just thought, you know what? Got to invite Red to Wembley. It has to be done. Done one, and it was fantastic. And from there, I've just kept in touch. But I really appreciate you actually inviting us and allowing us to come in here.
No, it's fantastic. Give me an idea to do this more and more, to be honest with you.
I've already spoke to a few of them. We're going to do it this time next year.
Okay,
I'd like to try and do one here because you don't ask for a lot. Could phone you and tell, I need a pair of gloves for eight. Can you send me them? You don't ask for it if you return. So Wayne's already agreed to come next year.
about £300.
If some of the other boys want to come.
Okay. Hey, it's still only early days. I'm planning on a holiday. I'm going to ask you for some vouchers for the holidays. As a goalkeeping coach, who's been your favourite goalkeeper?
No, let's go Wayne. Let's go Wayne and Brandon, for example. I want to put a little bit of Wayne to Brandon into Brandon to because they've all got individual good trades.
Okay, yes.
So it's really difficult to me to say they all train well.
Yes.
And they all train hard.
Yeah.
But I couldn't name some of them are better slightly, others technically than the other ones.
Right, yes.
To actually name that. I mean, I could if they asked me, because they asked me the feedback. So I said, it's what I want to work on.
Take the pressure off you then. Professional goalkeeper. Favourite professional goalkeeper.
Oh, there's so many. I think it's mustard.
Right.
Or, depth, the way they train 5-6 days a week,
Yes, can do.
they put his body through. But they're elite keepers.
And the struggle with their feet all they do.
Yeah, and in the athletes, I would expect them to be at a better game.
I remember, you probably remember this as well. When we played, it's like the goalkeepers now, they can kick both feet, can't. But when we played, we got a bath pass. That's got an oxygen mask on it. Kick it, you're non-kicking full.
I feel right. Just try and teach them to do. Like in your drills, I try and teach them control with the left, control with the right, pass with the switch feet. So you're constantly working on both feet. Otherwise, you're going to be, obviously, a lot of keepers have left footed. They're comfortable. I don't want them to be comfortable. That's why I try and teach you left foot, right foot, conjunction one type, just to get used to flag. Because again, now train so much with back through back, the back through the keeper.
Now, I mean, clubs now more and more to go for goalkeepers. They're probably having distribution more than shot stopping sometimes. So distribution now and being good with both your left and your right foot.
Because if they've got a good set in front of them, they're not called upon. They're called upon when they get receiving a back pass, which is 30-yard kid channel, and that's what money's looking for.
That's 100%. So, same question next to lads. As a goalkeeping coach, from a goalkeeping punch, what would you say that 3 success traits or techniques that a goalkeeper must master to, again, not necessarily be professional, but to be the best goalkeeper that they can be?
I think as soon as I see a keeper, it's their dedication, commitment, but handling the footwork. You're doing a lot of footwork, a lot of handling, head, eyes on the ball. But for me, dedication, commitment, and if they want to be a keeper, if you want to do something in life, and you put your heart and soul into it, you get better and better.
Definitely. And really saying about dedication as well. So over the years, like I mentioned, when we're in the kitchen, we've coached literally thousands of goalkeepers, and it's not the goalkeepers with natural talent that make it. No, normally, obviously, these goalkeepers with natural talent actually make it. But what we found coaching thousands of goalkeepers is like the ones that are like purely dedicated. The ones that I'm so impressed that you said about having fun as well. And they have fun with the goalkeeping. They're the ones that, as I say, if they go for trials, or they're the ones that achieve the dreams. And whether it could be professional, semi-professional, gaining a college scholarship in the United States, being the best keeper in the league, it's the ones who are dedicated.
Yeah, dedication, because it's got a scholarship in there for sure. So, yeah, but that dedication and commitment. And for me, the youngsters, as long as they enjoy it. If you enjoy it, you learn from it. But these guys, I need to keep pushing them.
Right.
What I want to do is just help them on their journey.
Yes.
If I can help them 1 step, 2 steps, just join up.
That's all we can do, is pass on our knowledge, and it's up to our students to take it in. Only the students can put the effort in. The advice that we give
are so fortunate. I don't think you realise that they're grateful for being in a position to help someone. With the help of you, or obviously Ashley, my mate, so Ashley Wimbledon, so he helps me along with drills, speaking to you as well. So trying to, as a goalkeeping coach, I'm always trying to learn.
Yeah, it's 100%.
So, for example, one of them will do a drill, the brother do a drill, the wife a drill, they'll do a drill, because they know themselves better than I know them.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So, to me telling them something and they know themselves, it's about them pushing themselves and taking responsibility.
And you said, as a goalkeeping coach, that you want them to learn as well. For me, I forgot the exact saying now, but when we play football, he said, look, the minute you think that you know everything, it's time to quit. Because you're never going to, because you're always trying to get to that next level. So as goalkeeping coaches, as goalkeepers, it's always just got to be learning.
I learned something off of it. Chaps just me a long time ago, so touching. If you come across a man who says he knows everything, turn around and walk around.
Yeah.
Because I know that much, and he helps to keep us.
100%. I mean, as goalkeepers and goalkeeping coaches as well, even if you just develop every single day by 0.1%, guys, that compound interest, you look back in 12 months, you think, okay, wow, with all that 0.1%, just makes you just a better all-round goalkeeper, guys. So as a goalkeeper coach, I see the same as the guys. What's your dream as a goalkeeping coach?
To better myself, and to help them along, the goalkeepers I coach, and just to try and get them to play a higher level, to make consistency, 300% in a week. If for me, that's the best reward. When one of them gets signed by a club, for me, it gives me goosebumps. It still gives me goosebumps now, because that little part I played has helped them on the journey.
And again, as a goalkeeping coach, I can relate to that. And you guys might not know this, but I might not realise this, but So I remember like the first time that I put aside for people at Peter Shimp in the Fargal, just how excited I was. I get that same feeling every time one of our students, achieves the dreams. So whether it's someone I personally coach, or it could be literally every single week there's like a success story somewhere just for keepers. It could be a goalkeeper coach in the United States. That it could be one of their students have, got to an MLS club, or so goalkeeping coaches were good guys.
I think the best thing is coaching.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no feeling for you guys when you play, and it's coaching.
I've been fortunate to have met well over 1,000 goalkeeping coaches over my years, and the good guys. We were good guys, It's very rare that you'll probably friends that you'll find like the goalkeeping coaches in our soul. Most of them are for what you're to do it for the right reasons.
We do it for the love and passion of helping someone along their journey. Take them little time.
It's very rare that I've heard any goalkeeping coach saying to up the money. Especially when you're out there, guys, and it's the wind and the rain, it's cold. You've got to be a special type of decent character to be able to go out, be
Frost on the ground.
Yeah.
But you're still there, setting up. We're the planning a session, we're delivering a session.
So, is there a question that you'd like to ask yourself before we sign off?
Yeah, I think how did you overcome that mental rejecting? Like, can you remember the first time you rejected?
Probably because I've got rejected that many times. Become planned. Give me a chance.
The point out to you. So when I said that, it's a big click right to go. I remember that.
Not really, honest with you, Rob, because I've literally been rejected but that many times. Actually, so that's just popped into my head. I suppose it was more my dad, really, because I haven't got anywhere without my dad. I remember he told me down to Bristol. So I think it reminds me of Bristol. So it was somewhere like a long, long drive. And when we got there, that did never even have me on the list. Oh. And my dad was like, well, he just drove me to go play. And like, well, we've got like all the players in here. Come on. And
So in all the way there, they didn't even let me name down to play. So that's what 5-6 hour journey from Liverpool. I would have thought you were coming from there.
a good 5-6 hours. Yep. And my dad, as much as he was an amazing guy, he was a bit short-tempered, but I said he was an amazing, amazing man. I just remember like sitting in the car. I remember I was about 12, I think, at the time, thinking, there's no way I'm going to be flying now, because my dad more or less had this coach up by I think the coach at the time as well was that like he was an ex-player who was a big name down there. But he more or less had this, the coach was, so whatever my dad was saying, he wasn't happy. I was sitting in the car thinking,
It's by fortune.
Not
Not
good.
over that. Oh, I've gone now. He hasn't played. We've got to try it again.
yeah, that's okay, you mean. So really actually got stuff in my mind. That's what sort of struck out, just like you drive somewhere, my dad sacrificed his time, and how someone could be so, well, thankful for the end of his life. So that was pretty bad, but I can't even explain the amount of rejections that I've had over the years.
Did you get to the point where it didn't really bother you? It was like, well, that's not. I'll try again. I'll just keep knocking on enough doors.
Always bothered me. It was always so. If you get rejected, guys, and a lot of people think that a lot of goalkeepers think after being weak, they're rejected and you get down. There's nothing wrong with getting down. We all get down, and the more you get knocked,
The story makes you.
yeah. I mean, so I wish I could go back to playing professionally with the mindset that I've got now, but nothing would faze me, nothing would bother me.
That made you a better keeper.
100%, yeah, 100%. But when I played, there was no, it was basically like the motivational speech from the coach or the manager was like, well, if you don't play well, you're dropped. That was it. That. And again, to be fair to the managers and coaches, they didn't know any better.
But fortunately, it's changed where we now recognise the keeper's got something in them, but they might just need a bit of tweaking or working on an individual topic. But they become better.
I think the coaches now are so much better than when we played, Rob, and the managers, because they understand. I'm not knocking the coaches when I played, because they only knew what they knew. But obviously now with everything's like scientific and it's so much better now. Coaches realise that they've got to manage each player individually. Whereas like when I played, when you played, the coach was just like, but
The manager's got individual management skills rather than collectively. We're putting you into one box, and now you're all different. We have to treat you differently. We have to adjust to do that to suit their personality.
yeah, because some players, that they have to be screamed at to get the best out of them. Other players, you got to put their arms around.
So I'm recognising what their individual needs at that precise time.
Yeah, definitely. And I think now, I'm not knocking the managers or coaches who I play for, who, for the most part, didn't have very good managerial skills in terms of like deal with people. But like I said, that was the day and age then, you know. But now they've got such a big team around them. Probably for the most part, I'm guessing a lot of the managers will probably have someone do it for them now as well.
You said, as a coach, they become more aware of that.
Yeah.
It's not just about putting them in the box. Like, being mindful, recognising, and someone who's all got quality skill, but one might lack something and you can learn from the other person. What I like to do is say, if one of them was doing a session, they watch the other keeper.
Yeah.
If the other keeper does it right, just copy what he's doing. And if it's not, maybe support you and try and do it like this. It's almost self-education to a point, rather than just getting involved all the time. I just step back sometimes and just get and work out for themselves.
I think goalkeeping coaches are natural at spotting what their students need. Be sure to brief them in the kitchen. You know, I can just see my student like just sort of put the head down or to give a try. Straight away, I know this no matter. I'm not take it to one side. And again, going back to like the managers, I think when I played years ago, they weren't aware of it. I think the management's the team that for players now, I think they recognise that a lot more now. I think they can read a lot of body language. But I think goalkeeper coaches are natural at that. We tend to see the tiny details. Just, you know, be yourself, Rob. One of our students could walk in and walk into the field and you'd not even spoke. And we just, the way the body slouch, we know something's the matter.
I already know something's like that before as he's walking on the field. You go, boy, okay? If I can't just, if they make a mistake, they won't do it again. Yeah. I want to do it again and again until you get it right, because I don't like finishing on the negative.
Yeah. But us goalkeeping coaches, like I say, I've been like yourself, Rob. You know, I've been fortunate to meet hundreds, well, I say probably well over 1,000 goalkeeping coaches now. I can't really remember bumping into a bad one. You know, they all seem decent guys. They want to do it for the right reasons. And big shout out to all these goalkeeping coaches. How they guys.
Yeah, obviously Ray has a sense to come here and be privileged to do that. And I probably could have doubled the amount of people going, but I went to limit to one vehicle.
Honestly, guys, this is the first time I've done anything like this. And I've really enjoyed it. Yeah. So that's definitely give me ideas to maybe do something similar, but maybe sort of do a bit of classroom as well. Like obviously, like I know everyone will keep close guys will still do that, but maybe do a bit of like mindset coaching as well, because there's not a lot of goalkeepers get the mindset coaching. And
well, the book you gave me, I think I forwarded it to a couple of you, didn't I? I'd ask you to read it, because I read it, and it was about even me as a coach. I get frustrated sometimes. I get frustrated myself, so I've got to take a step back and go, hang on, don't get right all down. So now I'm methodically write everything down. And everything's written in detail, and they know it, and I've hosted it. What we're going to do, just because I want them not just to see I want to see both sides of it. So for me, absolutely, the mindset of the next shot matters.
we get that's super.
The next batch,
Let's say next cast. Right, guys.